Hello tubers and tubettes. My name is David and I live up in Northern California, and today I was just going to talk to you about my upcoming San Diego trip. We're going to leave today at 2 o'clock. Got the lawn mowed, got everything taken care of, so when we get back it won't be that hard for my wife to get going on it. I saw somebody, oh my goodness, I saw somebody changing their phone around, their mount, and I wanted to see if I could do that too. And it looks like I can. So I mounted my phone mount a little bit higher. I'm on my way to, I think, Wendy's to pick up some lunch for my wife. Oh God. Pick up some lunch for my wife. And I pick up lunch for her every day. So today it's Wendy's, that's what she wants. So she just wants a hamburger. But I'm trying to get everything ready for our trip. And I think I got the lawn mowed, I got the pool all taken care of, got this done, I got that done, I got all of my suit is all together. So I'm getting there. Just trying to merge here into traffic. I wanted you to see where I live. It's California, but on this side over here, it's big farmland. And this is Harney Lane. So I go down here every day, whether I'm going east or west, I have to get onto this road. Going on 99 or I-5, I have to get on this road to get out of here. So I had seen where one of the guys, I guess a lot of his people were asking for pictures of where he was driving to, so he ended up having to talk and turn the camera around, and that's what I'm going to do today. So I was thinking about it, like how to mount this thing so that I could easily just flip the lens around to the lens that I'm using. Before I had it, I think I actually had it mounted backwards. So after I looked at it and tried to figure it out a little bit, I have a little transmitter on there for my microphone. So that has to, normally they have like a little charging area, like these two things that go down, but they're right exactly in the way of that transmitter going on there. The transmitter's not long enough to clear it. So I may have to cut that off to make it better, but it seems like it's working fine now. I noticed that with these microphones, it does make a big difference in terms of road noise and everything else. I can turn the road noise down and still hear really clear, even if it's windy. So it's nice to have that. Now normally here is where I turn to that Arco every morning. Every morning I go there and get my wife a Diet Coke, Diet Pepsi. And they have two dispensers. One has cubed ice and one has crushed ice. She likes crushed ice. And it's a 32 ouncer. I already got it for her this morning. My hardest part is going inside there and not grabbing something that's chocolatey. I love chocolate, so I've been trying to do my diet lately, so I gotta not grab any donuts or anything those little mini donuts. I love those things. But, and it doesn't seem like it throws my glucose off that much, but I really have to cut back to get, to fit back into my pants. Now, I had some suits where I have the top and the bottom match, and the pants are in perfect condition, but I noticed they're all like 34s, so I tried to put them on yesterday. There was like no freaking way that it was gonna work. So luckily I had a tan pair of like Haggard type slacks that are 36s, but they have a stretchy band on it, so I'm probably like a 37 right now. So I had lost like maybe, I was about 14 pounds lighter when I did my first diet, and when I was down there, I mean, I probably could have fit into 34s because it really went down fast. So I'm not sure that that's what I'm trying to do, but I do want to get back up to the 10,000 steps. I've done that a couple times this week, and then lifting weights. But boy, one of the things I noticed is I had my knee started hurting, my left knee. I do not want to have knee surgery or a knee replacement, so I've not abused myself, but I've done a lot of work with tractors where you're moving your legs and your knees, and did a lot of running when I was younger. I was in cross country, and I even ran a little bit after I got out of the Navy and out of college. I was still running like 5Ks. I got to stop all of that. I want my knees to last longer. So this is a cemetery over here, and that cemetery is really on the left-hand side, and the cemetery is really nice during Memorial Day. We've gone there a couple of times, or Veterans Day, and it's just full of flags, and the Cub Scouts are out here, the Boy Scouts, so it is really a nice cemetery. I always see, like I just saw a guy out there by himself, and there's a couple ladies out there probably taking care of their mother's graves. You always see them out there putting flowers, and I don't know what they're doing, but they have a shovel there. So maybe planting flowers around their gravestone. It's kind of nice to have people think about you after you're gone. On my wife's side, they buried people up in a little town called Grass Valley, and that's kind of been assumed that that's where we're going to end up. But I don't know, part of me thinks that it would be nice to have her down here so that boys would be able to easily, go over to her place. So, procrastination, but I need to look into that. So, I know that would give them a lot of solace to be able to come and visit their mom. There's the McDonald's on the left, the Taco Bell straight ahead, and we've got our coffee over here, Starbucks. There's a lot of people get off the freeway here, and the only way you can go back in the right direction is you got to do a U-turn here. So to get to Wendy's on the other side of the freeway, I have to U-turn here. Yeah, one of the videos I was listening to yesterday was in Tokyo, and they were talking to Americans, and they were talking about the safety in Japan, how safe it is there. And you almost don't think about it here. There are a lot of violent crimes that are going on with guns and stuff, but I guess we're kind of like that. You start to get immune to it, or you feel like you're immune to it. And after a while, you're not even really thinking about crime at all, even though it is happening every day. From minor crimes like breaking into your car to murders. We have them all. Or I think if I was in Japan or somewhere else, it might be pickpocketers, that's about it. But they don't seem to have a lot of crime. And I think it's the way that people think. Here's Wendy's. She wants me to get her a little hamburger, so I'll try to find a little hamburger for her. There's a homeless guy over there next to the building. Yeah, over here there's two trash bins, and usually behind it, that's where everybody is using drugs and stuff. There's one here to the right. You can't see it, but there's somebody in there I can see. Terrible. Yeah, I think when they're bumming for money in front of the Arco, they can only do it for a second before somebody sees them and they kick them off their property. That's a very young guy, so probably drugs. one thing I noticed about Okinawa yesterday watching the videos, and they said, is that the street signs are all in Japanese and they're in English too. A lot of places in Tokyo and stuff, they're not in English, they're only Japanese. They really are like almost like a closed society. I see a lot of young people going there, and they were talking to a lot of them at the very end and asking them, do they plan on staying there forever? Some of them were young. There was a young lady that had a Japanese husband, and she's from like Oklahoma or something, and she was saying how it is really great to be in America, you know, when your kids are growing up and you have your family and everything else. So a lot of them, they're so young, they're only thinking about themselves when they're 20-ish. So I think it's harder as you get older. Maybe there comes a time where everybody you have is not around anymore. But I know I have 2 young sons and young families there. Both have girlfriends, significant others, so I know I want to be around. May not need to be around all the time. But I don't know if I can miss a lot of holidays and stuff. My wife is on board with going to different places and staying there for a month and just seeing how the locals live and everything, but hers will be mostly like Germany, Switzerland, Portugal, oh no, not Portugal, Italy, and we even talked about going around in the United States and staying places for like a month. We have 4 McDonald's. 1, 2, 3, 4. Yeah, like 4 McDonald's. Traffic's not usually too bad in a little town. Just got some people going on a Sunday drive, just taking it nice and slow. Speed limit's here 45. She's probably going 25. So that gets people jacked up and get people all mad. They're riding your butt. Or just an expectation that you're going to drive at a normal rate. noticed when the guy was driving in Guam, he was driving on his little rice rocket. It's supposed to be 35 everywhere and 45 on some highways, but he had to be driving 60 or 70 miles an hour. And then people would shift one lane to the next, and he'd get so mad because they don't see him. And well, number one, they're not expecting to see you driving at 70 miles an hour when the speed limit is 45 max on the whole island. He's getting all irritated, and oh my God, why can't they see me? Well, you're on a little motorcycle and you're passing people on the right-hand side. You know, I don't know why people don't get this. The right-hand side is not how you pass people. But I don't know what his deal was. His name is Khalif, but he has at least two really fancy bikes, fast bikes, and then some kind of a Suburban, has some lettering on it, KD or something like that for his name, I think. Rolling around with big old rims and stuff. It's kind of stupid because it just draws so much attention to yourself. Motorcycle and it's so small and you're zipping around behind people, you can't be surprised when they didn't see you, because they look one way and they're getting ready to move over and they look again and there you are. How did you get there when you're driving 70 miles an hour? It's like, what the hell is wrong with these people and they're driving? What is wrong with you? I hate that. I ride a motorcycle too, but I mean, you gotta ride like a normal person. He's passing people on the right-hand side, and the people are coming into the intersection and they're stopping and they look like they're getting ready to go because they don't see that you're going to be passing somebody on the right-hand side. It was very frustrating to watch this guy. And he's an older guy. He had 2 heart attacks in one day, he says. So he's an older guy. It's kind of frustrating.